using a recipe that Jacob showed me about a year ago. I love it. It's easy, it's healthy, it's fun. It's miso salmon.
No, we're not using that intro.
Hey guys, we're back for another. Today's one we're pretty excited about. This is a recipe that Jacob showed me about a year ago. I make it all the time. I love it. It's a great healthy dinner. It takes 10 minutes. It's a good healthy meal for my weightlifting bros out there and things like that too. So
Stay strong.
let's take it away.
So, as Josh was saying, this is an easy and simple dish that focuses more on techniques and concepts than it does actual recipes. So we're just going to start off by taking our miso paste and adding enough mirin to make a smooth sauce consistency that we can use to coat our salmon. From here, you could divulge the recipe any way you like. You could add a little sriracha for heat or add some sake for a different flavor. I did add a little bit of soy sauce here just for some salt and some extra flavor.
Now here come some of the vegetables. So we have these beautiful oyster mushrooms. Jake's gonna use his well-trained little hands to separate them into a bowl with green onions. He's gonna sprinkle it with some soy sauce and then some sesame oil and mix it around.
So here we're going to be slicing up some of the ends of the green onions for a garnish. As I was slicing into them, I did notice they were a little bit slimy, as green onions can tend to be. Little restaurant trick, I'm going to be putting a little bit of ice and some cold water on top, stirring them around and then letting them hang out in there for about 10 minutes.
All right, now we're gonna move into preparing the salmon. Now you don't have to take the skin off, but being we're steaming it, you're not really gonna end up with a great finished product, so I'd remove it. Now we're gonna cut it into these beautiful little fillets. Check these things out, they're just gorgeous.
So now we can get into the technique of this whole dish. So you're going to be laying down a piece of aluminum foil, put down our mushroom and scallion base, place our salmon right on top, and then we're going to be glazing it with our miso sauce. The classic Nobu recipe for miso glazed cod calls for you to marinate the fish for 72 hours, and we just don't have time for that. So today, this is going to give you a beautiful end result without having to wait so long. So now we're going to be adding our second layer of foil on top and then folding this up like a little envelope before it goes in the oven. This is going to be a beautiful little pouch for our fish to steam in.
Now we have a preheated tray and we're gonna pop our pouch right on top and throw it in the oven on the highest setting for about 10 minutes.
Now that we've got our salmon in the oven, we can go back to our scallion garnish. We're going to strain those out and plop them onto a paper towel lined dish. Pat down dry with a little more paper towel and let them hang out for a while.
So we were able to take all that salmon that we just had and turn it into 3 different pouches, right? So these will be good to eat over the next couple days. You're just gonna pop them into a hot oven. It's great. It's kind of like meal prep, but everything's gonna be fresh. I prefer it that way anyways. I'm not into eating ground beef out of containers. You can cook it all at once, or you can just do it like this, put them in the fridge. They're gonna be good for a couple days. Pop them in the oven when you get home from work. You'll have dinner in 30 minutes. Super easy.
And it's great for cooking in bulk. So if you ever buy like one huge piece of salmon, you basically just need a bigger piece of foil.
Now for the optional step, you can cut a little piece off the top of the foil, line it with some butter, and throw it right back in the oven on broil until you get a beautiful, beautiful golden brown top. There it is. Look at it. We love it.
So now we're going to get into our plate up. We're going to get some rice on the bottom of the bowl, followed by our mushrooms and veggies, salmon right on top of that. Pull any glaze you can out of the packet, finish with a little bit of sesame oil, and then our scallion garnish right on top.
And that's a beautiful, easy salmon dish in under half an hour.
Little meal prep ahead of time, super easy. Honestly, top to bottom should take you 40 minutes, and then you have more prep for later in the week. So let's give it a try.
It looks really great. I'm excited. Love it. I could eat this every day. I'm going for a little more.
Something for meal prep, healthy meals. They're quick, easy. It's a win all around, no? What do you think, bud?
Yeah, I love it. And you could do this with like pretty much any mushrooms, right? I mean, you could even use buttons.
Mm-hmm.